This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So in the last class, we discussed about that last topic, it related commands and all. So Satish is asking, sir, one command fork in Git. So that is not the command, it is the concept. Fork. See, I have a one repository. Okay. You want to take your own copy of my repository. Okay. See, go to any of the my projects. Okay. So this is my organization, right? Guys, this is what we are going to use. These are the projects we are going to use our coming tools, whatever the tools we are going to use. I'm sharing this URL. Just you can open that URL. If you see here, Mithun Technologies DevOps is my organization name. Okay. So in this URL, if you see, this is the URL and this is the organization name. If you open this organization, you will see that lot of projects. Suppose this project you want to get your own copy. Okay. See right now, if you open this one, this URL, you are not going to see that settings tab. Right. You are not going to see the settings tab. Okay. You want to get your own copy, this application. Okay. This is a repository. You want to get your own copy. So that time you will see here fork. Click on fork. So where you want to save it in your account or in your organization. So where you want to fork it, you can mention it. Suppose I want to fork into this organization which I have created in the previous classes. Select this one. So automatically it is going to get into this particular organization. Okay, now see, if you go here, MS -S, this organization. Okay, so this is what we created, right? And this repository we have created through GitHub API yesterday class. So this is what I have forked. Now if I open this one, I can see that this is my own copy and it will show forked from where. Okay, see almost 952 people has forked recently. Okay, even many of the it will shows for me who forked this one. Many of other institute guys also forked this one. Easily we came to know that who forked, which user has forked. Okay, because this is very good example. Okay, this is a very good example for our CI/CD pipeline process. Okay, it's I have developed one web application. Okay, with help of this one, you can create a packages. You can implement that CI/CD end to end. If you go to our projects, then here many videos are there. Okay, in all these videos, I used this same project. This one, whatever you have worked. Okay, so it is showing that 953 people has forked. So like that, even if I delete this repository, okay, still you have your own, your own repository. Okay, got it, Satish? You can go ahead and fork it. Okay, so like this, whatever that repositories if you want. See here, this is my organization. Like that, I have my one personal account is there. So this is my personal account. In the personal account, if you go and see Linux system, admin entry questions are there. Okay, if you see here, many interview questions are there. If you want to become expert, okay, see here questions are there. So if you want, you can fork it this one also. Okay, you can fork it here. See here, already some 50 people has forked this one. Clear? So if you want, I will give this repository URL as well as. If you see here, read.md file. So here, documented everything, all the commands. See, many commands are there. Okay, if you want expert in that Linux commands. Okay, good. See, Satish asked one question. I have given many information, right? Okay. So now, and also guys, I shared that interview questions here. Okay, all the PDF files I have shared. Go through that one each topic wise. Linux command, shell scripting, Git, GitHub, Maven, Tomcat, Sonarchy, like that I have shared already. Okay, so here it's kind of only the interview questions are there. So just only the questions I have documented. Okay, so for those answers, you will get that from your class. If you attended my classes, you will get it from my class notes. Okay, you can prepare your own notes. Okay, so guys, whatever the questions I shared right, those are the questions I have collected from our previous students who have attended for interviews, right? And I have documented. Okay, once they will clear the interview, okay, once they will attend the interview, they are going to say, sir, I got these questions. Okay, so like that, I have documented. Okay, okay, so we'll start that Maven. What is the Maven? Okay, see here, as a developer, he will develop the code, right? And he will push the code to the source code management. Okay, so all the developers are going to develop the code, and they are going to push into the source code to here. Okay, so now the source code is here. As a DevOps engineer, what we need to do? We need to take this code, okay, and we need to deploy into the application server. We need to deploy into the application server. So like JBoss or Tomcat. Okay? Tomcat is a one web application server. We need to deploy. Then only that end customers are going to use this one, right? But directly, if you take this code and if you deploy, it is not going to work. So we need to create a packages. Okay. So for creating those packages, we can call as packages, or we can call as build artifacts. For creating these packages or build artifacts, we need that Maven. Okay, so Satish is asking Git hooks. But yeah, I commented on that one. Okay, so guys, can you answer for Satish's question? Hmm? What I said, I'm not skipping this topic. We are going to cover in which topic? Jenkins. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, we'll discuss in Jenkins like that. I said, Baya. Okay. So, what is the Maven? Maven is an open source Java based build tool. Okay. Maven is open source Java based build tool. Open source means we know. So they are going to give the source code also, right? With free of cost. You don't want to pay the money for that particular source code also, right? Like Linux. Linux is an open source, right? Sun Solaris. See how many guys are there in that Telegram group? In Telegram group, one of our student he asked one question, sir, how to find that Solaris version? Hmm? How to find that Solaris version? See, so far I'm using that Linux RHL only, Red Hat Enterprise Linux server only, and some Ubuntu servers, CentOS servers. But because of my student, now I came to know that okay, some of commands in that Sun Solaris, we discussed it. He want to find that which version of Sun Solaris using. We discussed it in that cat slash etc. Okay, release. This is a command. Oh, you people are there na, in that one. So if you are not there, join in that Telegram group today itself. So there we are discussing all the DevOps related technical questions. Okay, so it gave that 10 something 4 by 11 or something it has given 4 by 8. So means Solaris 10%, but the latest version is 11. Solaris latest version is 11. So like this guys, we are discussing all the technical related things in that Telegram group. You should join. Everyone should join. Okay. Pratap Reddy is asking Telegram group name. It is very bad. N number of times I have posted the Telegram group URL in our WhatsApp group. Okay, Baya, today I will post again. Okay, you can join DevOps discuss yes real time scenarios. Thank you, Lakshmi. So if you want, I will share again. You can join it. Okay, so Maven is an open source Java based build tool. Open source means everyone knows. Java based means Maven software is developed using the Java and it is going to support for only the Java programming language only. Java source code only it is going to work. Build tool means process of creating the packages or we can call it artifacts. Clear, right? Maven is an open source Java based build tool. Okay, so Maven is going to support for only the Java. Like that, is there any build tools for Java? Yes, we have. For Java, the build tools are and okay, Maven and Gradle. So I think in this batch only someone asked the Gradle. Okay, so Ant is very legacy one. We stopped earlier. We were discussing this one. Okay, Maven, many people are using. So that's why we are discussing this one. And the Gradle, earlier we are covering, but no one asking the questions in that interview. So we stopped this one. 2 years back only we stopped. So if anybody have requirement on Gradle, let me know. I will share the material. Okay. So like that, suppose as a developer, he developed the application using the .NET. So for .NET, the build tools are NAND and MS build. MS build. So suppose if the developer is developed using the Python or Python PY builder, PY builder. Suppose if the developer is developed using the Ruby for Ruby, Rake. So like that, each programming, the build tools are different. If it is a Java, either you can use and Maven or Gradle. If it is a .NET, NAND, MS Build. Okay, Python, PY Builder, Ruby, Rake. Suppose if it is a JavaScript related, like Node.js, right? JavaScript, Node.js, hmm, Angular, okay, React. So for all these JavaScript related technologies, you can use that Grunt or Gulp. So like this, many build tools also there, even for this. Any JavaScript related, okay, you can use that Gulp or Grunt. So Satish Shetty is asking that PHP and WordPress. WP means WordPress. So I'm not sure those things. I think PHP, just if you install that PHP runner, that is enough. I think I'm not sure that one because I don't have any experience on that PHP. Okay. So see, many build tools are there in the market. Na? Then why you are discussing about only the Maven? Why not NAND? Why not MS Build? Most of the applications in the industry is developing using the Java. Okay, so why not .NET? Hmm? So if you want to develop the applications using the .NET, the .NET software first you have to purchase it. Yes or no? So that's why many people are developing the applications using the Java. So future Python is going to lead. Now Java also they have made it as a proprietary. Means if you want to use this Java, you have to pay the money for which company? Who is a vendor for Java? Earlier, initially, Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems. The Sun Microsystem company is acquired by Oracle. So now Oracle is the vendor for Java. So when Sun Microsystems was there, that time free of cost. Even after acquired by this Oracle, they have given as a free. But I think 1 year back, I think they changed that proprietary. Okay, so now the open source is very good. Open source tool is Python. Okay, so in future, definitely Python is going to lead. Now also, is this Python is leading the market now. Why? Because if you want to learn that artificial intelligence, right, that data science, even in some of the DevOps tasks, without Python, we are not able to. Okay, so if you are interested, if you like some programming knowledge, I'm strongly recommending after this course, once you'll get the DevOps job, you people should learn this Python. Okay, so 4 years back I was teaching this one along with our DevOps course, but my students, many of guys coming from the non-computer background. So if I teach Python, no one will join for classes. Everyone will run away. Okay, so that's why I'm not teaching this one. So other trainer is teaching. Whoever interested, so we are conducting the classes. But my strongly recommending Once you will finish the course, once you will get the job in the DevOps, when if you have time, okay, learn this Python. Python is going to lead in future, really. Okay, even I want to upskill. So where I learned 2.x version. Okay, 2.x version. Now the latest one is 3.x. So 2.x and 3.x, a lot of differences are there. Even I'm going to now. I'm learning this 3.x Python. So if you know that Java, any programming language, learning Python is very easy, guys. For Java developers, myself, I learned this Python when 4 years back only. Okay, so if you have time, you can learn this one in future. Okay, yes, very easy this one. Okay, so now Java is proprietary. That's why many people have started already using this Python. Okay, and one more thing, one operating system is Solaris. You know who is a vendor for this Solaris? This is one operating system like Linux. Earlier it was the Sun Microsystems. Now the Sun Microsystem is acquired by Oracle. So Oracle is the vendor for the Solaris operating system. Okay. Now clear, right? What is a Maven? Maven is a open source Java based build tool. So like that, each programming we have different build tools are there. So now using the Java, we can develop that three types of applications. What are the three types of applications? Java, standalone, standalone applications, Java web applications. Guys, here apps means applications. I'm writing in the shortcut. Java enterprise applications. Okay. So based on your requirement, developer is going to develop that different types of applications. Okay. So standalone application contains only the Java code. Only Java code. So in one of the interview asked, so for what type of projects you are supporting? Okay, I said that Java. So most of the projects I'm handling is Java related only. Okay, so can you tell me how you are going to run the Java program? Hmm? So assume my Java program name is Hello World. My Java program is Hello World.java. This is my Java source code. Java source code. I want to run this Java code. First, you have to compile it. Okay, so if you want to run this Java class, first we should compile it. How to compile it? Java C. Java C means Java compiler, and you have to give it the Java class name. Hello world dot Java. So once if you compile, it is going to generate a one file called as a dot class file with extension hello world dot class. So this one we are going to call as bytecode. 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 So source code can be understand by the human being. Bytecode as a human being we are not able to understand it. After compiling, if you open this bytecode, you are not able to understand it. Okay. So who is going to understand this bytecode, guys? JVM. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. So if you want to run the Java class Java hello world, you should not give any extension. You should not give any extension. Okay. So dot Java or dot class. You should not give any extension. Clear? So like this, we are going to. So standalone application contains that only Java code. For standalone application, we are going to create a what type of package? Anybody idea? So based on the application type, we are going to create the different packages also. Anybody idea? For standalone applications, Gangredi, Baya, you are a Java developer, right? Yes, thank you. Jar. Jar means Java architect. See, Gangredi is a Java developer in thesis. He's also teaching the Java for students. See, he joined for the DevOps. Okay. See, guys, n number of my students are pinging me, sir, in my company openings are there. Please refer your students. But no one is telling that, sir, I have openings for Java or I have openings for testing. Can you refer? No one is. Many people are my old students, almost guys, more than around 600 now. They got offers. Okay, I have created separate group for them, like Mithun Tech. They, sir, in my company openings are there. You can refer your students. Our students, not your students, our students, they are saying. Okay. Okay. For standalone application, we are going to create a jar. For a web application, we are going to create a var file. Var means web archive. Web archive. For enterprise application, ER. ER means enterprise archive. Okay. So based on the project type, we are going to create that different packages. Okay, different packages. If it is a Java application, jar. If it is a web application, where. If it is enterprise application, ER. So jar file contains that, okay, only the dot class files. If you open this jar file, okay, we can see that all the dot class files. See, when you are creating jar file, you can add Java classes also. You can add Java classes also. But the best practice is you should add only the dot class files into the jar file. Okay. So jar file contains jar, only the dot class files. Okay. So Java standalone application contains only the Java code. Web application contains that Java code plus web content. Web content means like static content, HTML pages, right? CSS, JavaScript, XML, and some images. Suppose if you want one website, okay, we'll go with the enterprise, this web application. Okay, so whatever I showed it to you guys, right? So this is a enterprise application. See here, if you go to, this is the structure. I will show you. Here, see that web app. So here, Java code, this one, JSPs are there, images are there, some XMLs are there. Along with that one, some Java code also it is there. Okay, see, this is the Java code. Okay, this is a web application. Okay, In the web application, along with the Java code, we'll see that web content also, enterprise application. So enterprise application also contains that Java code, right, and web content. But enterprise application contains that n number of modules. Okay, so if it is the more than one module, we are going to create a project type called as enterprise application. If it is a big application, suppose if you take Flipkart, Flipkart having n number of modules, right? Facebook, it is having n number of modules. So for that applications, we are going to create an enterprise application. It contains an n number of modules. Okay, so jar contains only the Java code and it contains only the dot class files, where is equal to plus web content. Web content. So here is equal to jar files are there, right? Where files are there, some web content and some RAR also is there. Resource archive files. So related to some database, these things we don't have. So like that, even more than one WAR file also in the enterprise archive, in the enterprise application, more than one WAR, but minimum one WAR should be available to create a ER. Okay, agree? Gangredi. If you want to create a ER, we should have at least one WAR file. Without WAR file, you are not able to create a ER file. Okay, so whether jar also it is not a mandatory, but ER where should be there for creating a ER. Okay, so now among these three packages, jar, where, ER, which one is the bigger package? This is one of the entry question. ER, yes. Okay, ER is the bigger package. Okay, so now you are clear, right? So Maven is a build tool, open source Java based build tool. Right. So based on the project type, we are going to take the different build tools. Okay. So now the default build script file names we'll discuss. If it is and the default script file name is build.xml. It is a Maven form.xml. Form abbreviation. Bhaiya Gangaredi Bhaiya. Package object model. So Priyanka is the number one. Immediately she is going to shoot the answer for my question. So on which profile you are madam working? Priyanka? Okay, automation. Okay, good. I think you know Java also. Selenium, you know, right? Okay, good. Okay, so Gradle, build dot Gradle, build dot Gradle. Okay, so like this, these are the default file names for each build tool. Okay, so in one of the interview they asked form, can you expand that form? Form means Telugulo snake, right? Not that form, project object model. Okay. So these are the default file names. Is it possible to give that custom name? Gangredi, instead of form.xml, can I give that Flipkart dot XML. Hmm? Let's see. You are failed. You should give it. You can give it also. Okay. Instead of default one, you can give the custom name also. Not an issue. But when you are executing, you have to specify that file name. And say, I didn't try it, sir. Okay, instead of no answer, you can say, I didn't try it. Maybe you can give it. Okay, don't say no. This is one of the interview question. You see, this Maven has to learn thoroughly by developer rather than DevOps engineer. Then why you are teaching, sir? See, guys, this much detail we don't want as a DevOps engineer. Just if you know some commands, 5 to 6 commands, that is more enough. But I'm giving the detailed information. Why? Because I know that I came from Java background, from developer background. I used almost 8 to 10 years this Maven. Initially, I used that and okay. So Gradle one project I used. That too, automation testing Selenium cases I have written. For that one, I have written this one. Okay, we can give that custom names also. Okay, so who is going to write this palm.xml? Developer or DevOps engineer? Developer. So as a developer, along with the source code, he is going to develop the build script also. He is going to write the build script for each project. Okay. See, just we have to know that how to run. But this much detail, it is not mandatory. Okay. So today full theory, right? Yes. Today introduction, right? Full theory. Next class, Monday, right? Only that execution. So that is very, very important. No one should miss. And I'm planning to delete that inactive guys in that Skype group today. We don't want that kind of guys. Okay. Okay. Now we'll discuss about that some sample content in the form.xml. Some sample content in the form.xml. Okay. So before that, first we'll discuss about that direct structure. Okay. Maven is not a executable software. Okay. Maven is a archive file. Just if you go and see, if you go to this URL, okay, and if you see that Maven build tool and Gradle, so click on this one. So it will take you to official Maven download software page. Okay, so there you will see that this is the latest version. Maven 3.6.3 is the latest version. So already we started using this one. So we are using 3.6.7. Just scroll down. See that system requirements. If you want to install the Maven, first you should install the Java. Okay, we will see later. See here, binary tar file, binary zip, source tar, source zip. Just if you want to use the Maven software, you want me to download binary or source. Come on, guys. Binary. When we are going to download the source, if you want to develop on top of existing features, we are going to download this either tar or source this chip. Okay, so we are going to use this Maven. So you can download either this binary tar file or binary this zip file. Okay, either one, but don't download that SRC. See, once you download this archive file, if you extract it, you are going to see that bin lib bin conf lib. These are the three directories that are very important. Okay, so what the bin contains? Binaries. Binaries. So important binaries MVN. So MVN is a command, right? MVN related binaries are available in the bin directory. Okay, conf directory. Conf directory contains all the configurations. Conf directory contains all the configuration files. Okay, so the important configuration file for the Maven is settings.xml. Remember this file name. I'm going to ask again settings.xml. Okay, Baya Gangareddy Baya, did you use this file at any time as a developer? Yes, it is very, very important file. Okay, lib directory. Lib directory contains the libraries. So for Java, libraries is nothing but jar files. Jar files. Okay. So along with this one, okay, we have one more directory called as booter directory. So some startup related files will be available in the boot directory. Maven is going to use at runtime. Okay. So this is the directory structure, guys. Clear? Okay, so this directory structure is important for each software. So what are the softwares we are going to discuss? The tools I am going to discuss about that this directory structure also. So we discussed about that Linux. For Linux, directory structure is there. We discussed it in the first class. Then there is no directory structure for shell script. Git dot Git directory is there. Inside that one different directories are there, right? Then Maven, then Tomcat. So all the tools whatever I'm going to discuss, I'm going to discuss the directory structure also. Okay, clear about this directory structure? We'll go to the installation. See, Maven software is not a executable software. Just you can download as an archive file, extract it, and you can use it. It's not like a Git. So Git we have downloaded as an executable software, right? Installed. Just double click on that one. Next. Right? But it is not like a executable software. It is archive file. Just you can download, extract it, set the class file, and you can use it. So if you want to install the Maven, first you should install the Java. Java. So Ibrahim, I have this is the Maven directory structure via Maven directory structure. Okay. So Maven developed using the Java. Okay. So that's why lib directory contains jar files. Okay. So if you want to install the Maven, first you should install the Java. In the Java, we have two flavors are there, like JDK and JRE. You should install the JDK. JDK means Java Development Kit. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. This is a very important question for Java developers. So what is the difference between JDK and JRE? Okay. Oh, good. Priyanka is saying that JDK is called JVM plus JRE. Correct. So when we are going to use this JDK, if you want to develop the Java programs as a developer, he should install that JDK. Okay. So if you want to run the Java program, it is already developed and you have created a jar file or a dark class file, you have compiled. After compiling, you want to run it. See, I have compiled one Java program called as hello.world, and if I give this Java class file, you can run it. Just if you have that JRE, you can run it. You don't want JDK. Why? Because already I have compiled. When it is compiling, it is going to take that dependencies also. That's why, as a developer, you should install the JDK. And if you want to install Maven, you should install the JDK. JRE, it is not going to work. Okay. So for installing that Maven 3.6.3, if you see here, they are saying that 7 Java 1.7. See, JDK 1.7 are higher also. Okay. So we are going to use that Java 8, or we can call as, right? We can Java 8 or we can call as Java 1.8. Both are same. Java 1.8 or Java 8. Okay, guys, each software, each tool, you should know that what is the prerequisite software and version compatibility also. See, I have installed that Java 6. I'm trying to install that Maven 3.6.3. Will it work? It is not going to work. Okay, so the compatibility, version compatibility is also very, very important. Okay, so after installing the Java, if you want to verify whether Java is installed or not, execute Java version. Okay, after installing Maven, if you want to verify whether Maven is installed or not, mvn version, mvn version. Okay, so like this, you can verify it. So I have created that videos very nicely. Go to that, open that my channel. Still, if you didn't subscribe, you can subscribe it. Okay, open that channel. Click on this playlist. First, you can install the Java. So go to that Java playlist. See Java videos. Click on view full playlist. If you want to install the Java in the Windows machine, you can follow this video. If you want to install the Java in the Linux, you can follow. So you can don't follow this one first of all. Don't follow this video. People are confusing. Okay, I will give you that simple steps to install the Java in the Linux server. So if you want to install the Java in the Windows machine, go and use this one. Okay, if you want to install the Java in the Linux server, if you see here, I have one blog. Everyone have this blog URL, right? Go here and see that one label called as Java. Okay. See here, Java installation in Linux. Very simple. Okay. See, login as a root user. Go to the OPT directory. Install the wget command. Why wget command? For downloading the software. So here we are downloading and we are installing. And we can check that. Very simple. Okay. So follow these steps for installing the Java in the Linux server. For installing the Java in Windows, follow this video. So before coming to the next class, you should install Java in the your Windows machine and Linux server and Maven also. See here, next Maven is there. Click on View Full Playlist. Here, how to install the Maven in Windows, how to install Maven in Linux, how to install Maven in Mac. If you are using Windows machine, you can follow this one and install Maven in the Linux server also using this video. Okay, even I have created one blog how to the steps. If you go here, okay, see Maven. Here I have explained. Okay, if you want, you can go through these steps. Java is a prerequisite software for Maven. So first check it whether Java is installed or not. Then you can install the Maven. Log in as a root user. Okay, go to the OPT directory, download the software. See, sometimes this URL is going to say that 404. Okay, suppose here see I'm using 3.6.2. If you want to use the 3.6.3, go to that software downloaded URL. Which software you want to either zip or tar, right click on this one, copy link location. Okay, and if you see here now, duplicate this one. Like this you can use it. Suppose these steps are not going to work, you can download. But be careful if I am using if you are downloading 3.6.3 and you have to change it the path, correct path. Okay. See, if you want to install Maven for a specific user, you have to update this file. If you want to install, it is available for all the users, you have to update the etc profile. So the profile file which is available in the etc directory. Okay, can you do it? This one. Before coming to the next class, you should install that Java in your Windows, your personal computer, whether it is a Windows or Mac and Linux server in EC instance also. You should do it. Okay. Satish is asking, can I install Maven Jenkins all in one Ubuntu server for practice? Yes, Baya. But in the real time, Jenkins is in one Linux server, right? Tomcat is in one Linux server. SonarQube is in one Linux server. Okay, various components in different. But as a best practice, however, I am going to teach, you can follow me. Why? Because in the real time, we are not going to install in same Linux server. See, installing all the components in one Linux server using in different way. Okay, installing different components in different servers and integrating is different way. So that's why better to create different servers and you can practice it. Okay. See, I am explaining you guys how in the real time the setup will be there. Same way we are creating that setup when we are practicing, not like others. Many people are explaining in one server all the softwares, but in the real time, if you go and see, you will going to get the confusion. How we are going to integrate one server component into other server. Okay, just follow me. Whatever I am doing, you can do it. Okay. See, already in my laptop I have installed. Just open the terminal. Okay. So in your case, command prompt if you are using the Windows machine. Just type that Java iPhone version. If you have Java is already installed. Okay? Java 1.8 it is installed. If you want to check that Maven MVN iPhone version. See, Maven 3.6.2 I have installed. Okay, so Maven home directory. See, Maven home directory. This is my Maven home directory. Maven home directory is nothing but where you have extracted this Maven software. If you see, I have extracted this Maven zip file in Mithun Technologies directory. There I have created one software running inside that I have. Okay, so let me go to this directory and I will show you. Go to the folder. See, all my softwares are there here, whatever I have installed. Okay, so 3.6.2. Sir, 3.6.1 also, 3.6.0 is there. Which one is using? 3.6.2. Easily we can identify here. Right, 3.6.2. So I have installed this one. You see here, right? Boot directory is there, bin directory is there, conf is there, lib is there. Right, conf settings that extra. Bin, okay, binaries, see, mn command. Lib, it contains all the jar files. It is going to use Maven, all these jar files. Clear? Okay. So now we'll go to that sample contents in the form.xml. Okay. So take here. Okay. So this is a sample content. Even so, this sample content, this form.xml can be developed by the Java developer. Each application, if you go and see here, my repository, each application, it is a web application, contains the form.xml. This form.xml can be developed by your developer. Developer is going to develop along with the source code. He is going to develop the build script also. Okay, so just I'm showing the sample. See here, the project tag is there. Okay, so this is the starting with the project tag and ending with the project tag. So this project tag or element we are going to call as parent tag. Parent tag. Why? Because it is contains many and starting with the project and ending with the project. Okay, each opening tag it should contains a closing tag. This is the XML validness. So your form.xml is written in the XML. XML means abbreviation for XML is extensible markup language. Markup language. HTML means how many knows HTML? Hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay, so if you're coming from computer background, definitely you studied this HTML. It is very interesting subject, right? Even in my MCA, also the web technologies one subject was there. There, HTML. I loved this one. I got that very good marks in this subject in that particular semester. It is very interesting. creating the web pages, right? And keeping images. It's really very interesting. I practiced a lot. What is the difference between HTML and XML? Hmm? Young Reddy. So, as a developer, he should know that HTML and XML both. See, in HTML, all tags are like predefined tags. Means like HTML is a one tag, right? Body is a one tag, body. Like this, many tags are there. Head is a one tag, right? Many tags are there. So in the XML, we have that predefined tags, and you can create your user-defined tags also. User-defined tags. So like Basker, you can create your own tag. And in the XML, each opening tag, it should contain a closing tag. So the closing tag will be like this. Okay, so the closing tag will be like this. Each opening tag should have a closing tag. Okay, but in the HTML, it is not a mandatory. Even if you don't have the closing tag, it's fine. Okay, so if you see here, project is the opening tag and it is having the closing. Right. So in between we have many subtags. So these four tags are very important. Many times they ask this question. Group ID, artifact ID, version, and packaging. So what that group ID is going to represent? Usually the group ID will be com.company name, MSS, com.Mithun Software Solutions. So like that we are going to give. If it is a Cognizant, so in Cognizant we are developing one project. So you can use it com.cts. And artifact ID. So the artifact ID is nothing but your project name. Suppose we are developing for the Flipkart. So we are going to use the Flipkart, your model name. So we missed that Lakshmi question. So Lakshmi is asking that uh, for microservices, what is the package we are going to create? See, microservices, we can create that jar, pair, here also. Okay, so most of the time jar only we are going to create that microservices. So Gangredi is the expert. From last 4 years he is working on the microservices. So we are going to create most of the time jar only. Yes or no? We are going to create that jar only. So inside that jar only we have that inbuilt Tomcat server is there. Yes or no, Gangredi? If I'm wrong, let me know. I am not working on this microservices now. Long back I worked, now I'm not. Okay, so most of the time microservices we are going to create as a jar file. So Praveen is asking what is the difference between group ID and artifact ID. See, this group ID represent your usually the company name. The format will be like this one, com.company name. So even if you want, you can use a submodule, your project name also. Okay, and artifact will be your project name. It is going to represent your project name. And version, so your project version it is going to represent. Suppose if you want, you can do the 1.0. And packaging, see, based on whatever that inside the packaging tag you are keeping, that package it is going to generate it. So if it is a standalone, we are going to keep that jar, so that your build script is going to generate that jar file. If it is a web application, we are going to create the var. It is going to create a var. So based on inside the packaging tag, whatever the value is there, that package is going to generate once if you run your Maven build script. Okay, so if you keep here, it is going to create a here. So which package you want to create? It depends on the packaging tag. Whatever the packaging tag it contains, it is going to generate. Clear, guys, about these four tags? Okay. So next one is the dependencies. Next one is the dependencies. See, when we are developing that application, as a developer, he is going to use n number of dependencies. Otherwise, we are not able to develop that project. How to know? As a developer, he should know that. As a developer, he should know that what dependencies it required to develop that application. Okay, so like that, see here under dependencies, this is a plural one, opening tag, and this is a closure. Inside that one, dependency singular one tag is there. So this is the J in it. So what is the use of this dependency jar file? See, along with the source code, as a developer, he will write the build script and he will write the unit test cases. He is going to write the unit test cases. What is the use of unit test cases? See, whatever the source code has developed by the developer, that source code has to be tested through programmatically. For that one, as a developer, he is going to write the unit test cases. Just if you run this unit test cases, these unit test cases are going to test this source code through programmatically. Okay, each language that test unit testing framework will be different. If it is a Java, what is the unit testing framework? Gangareddy? JUnit. If it is a .NET, don't ask me, sir. I didn't work on .NET. Hmm? See, NUnit. See, he's saying that Mockito. Mockito is a web framework to test it, right? But that Mockito is one API. JUnit is the unit testing framework for Java. Okay. See, Mockito, when we are going to use, if you want to test your web services, web application related code, that time we are going to use the Mockito. Yes, sir. No? So the Java code, if you want to test it, JUnit test cases we are going to use. I have written many JUnit test cases. Okay. See, guys, I have very good experience on Java development and Selenium test cases. Okay, middleware, all in one. Okay, see, when I'm developing the Java code, I'm not simply sitting. If I have some time, I'm going with my testing team. Hey, how you are writing some Selenium test cases? Show me. Like that, I have explored. Okay, and I went to that Linux admin team. Hey, can you create me one account and share with me the credentials? Like that, I have practiced these Linux commands. Whatever that Linux commands I have shared with you guys. This slide I have prepared 10 years back only. I have given n number of sessions in my company. When I was a Java developer, that time only I prepared all these things, guys. Okay. So when you are working, you should learn apart from your profile. Definitely one day it is going to be useful. Okay. So yesterday I saw one job description. They're asking that Linux commands, okay, shell scripting, and Python. Only these three. See, guys, most of the profiles nowadays, Linux command shell scripting. Linux command shell scripting is useful for DevOps engineers, Linux admins, DBA persons, right? SQL developers, many people. Okay, so that's why more concentration this shell script also, bash shell script. Yes, for any IT professional, you should know that Linux commands and shell script. That is my statement. Why? Because I saw that I have experience. If you know the Linux and shell script, how you are going to manage your team, guys. If you know that all these things, you can dominate your team. Otherwise, whatever they are going to say, you have to obey. So if you want to take some decisions, you should have strong technical skills. Okay, so that is what I am going to teach you guys. So for .NET, N unit. Okay, for C language, C unit. For C++, CPP unit. So like that, each programming language, the unit testing framework will be different. As a developer, he will write the source code, he will write the build script, and he will write unit test cases. To run that unit test cases, we need this unit test dependency. This is one library. Okay, each library, each dependency, as a developer, he is going to keep this dependency tag. He is not going to write from scratch. Just he will go to that Maven central repository. This one. Okay, so this is the URL. Okay, I will share with you guys. Here he will go here and he will search that. Suppose log4j. This is one other dependency. This is the must and should developer has to add log4j. Just search with. See, I got the many results. In that one, go to that the popular package. Click on this one. See here, various versions are there. Okay, 1.x, 1.1.x, 1.2.x. So if you want to take this version, click on this one. Okay, see here. Okay, so as a developer, just he will copy and he will add into that. That's all. He knows which dependency I want. Like this, hundreds of dependency tags are there in the dependencies section in the real time. Developer is going to keep. Okay, so just we are keeping the names. Just we are keeping the, we means as a developer, he's keeping the names. So when he's executing MVN package, this is a command for creating a build artifact, creating a package. So whatever the dependencies mentioned by the development team, these dependencies are going to download from any one of the three repositories. So Maven is going to use that three repositories. So what are the three repositories? Maven local repository, Maven central repository, remote repository. So from Maven is going to use the three repositories. From any one of the repository, these dependencies are going to download. Java developer just is mentioning the names, which dependencies we need to download it for this particular project. When you are creating a package using this command, mvn package command, those dependencies are going to download from these repositories. Okay, so now we'll discuss about that. What is the Maven local repository? Okay, see here, Maven local repository is nothing but it is a one folder in your laptop. It is going to create it. Okay, Maven local repository is a local folder that is going to use it to store all your project dependencies, plugin jar files and other files and all. So in simple, when you build a Maven project, when you build a Maven project means when you are executing MVN package, that is the command for building your project. MVN package is the command we are going to use it. All the dependencies files will be stored in your Maven local repository. See, once if you execute MVN package, so these dependencies are going to be stored in your local repository. First, it will check in your local repository. If it is available, then it will go to the your central repository. See, this local repository is the one folder. What is that folder default path? The folder name is M2. Inside M2 repository. Here, all the dependencies are going to store. Where it is available? It is available in your user home directory. If it is a C language, if it is a Windows C drive, okay, there you will see that users. Inside the users directory, will see that your username. Suppose if it is a Mithun, it will be. So this is the path where your Maven local repository default path for if it is a Windows. Okay. If it is a Mac users, Mithun. If it is a Mac. If it is a Linux server, slash home slash Mithun, this one. If it is a Linux. So this is the default path for your Maven local repository. Gangareddy, is it possible to change that default Maven local repository to something else? This is the one of the important interview question for the Java developers. In 2014, when I was trying as a Java developer in Society General, many times they asked this question. In Society General also they asked this question. Yes, we can change that custom path. So Vishwanath is asking, in real time, we will not install Maven on Windows, right? Maybe, may not be. As a DevOps engineer, we don't require, but as a developer, he should install Maven in his laptop or desktop. As a DevOps engineer, it is not a mandatory, but developer should install it. As a DevOps engineer, you should install in the Linux server. That is mandatory. Okay. So if you want to change the default path for your Maven local repository, we are going to use one configuration file called as settings.xml. This is the file we are going to use to change the Maven local repository default path to the custom path. So what is the tag? Next question. So we have one tag called as local repository. This is the tag we are going to use to configure your custom local repository path. So opening tag should contain a closing tag. So means we are going to use this one. Forward direction symbol. Okay. Forward symbol. Here you can keep that. Here keep the
custom path. Here keep the custom path. Okay, so that instead of using the default path, it is going to use that whatever the path you are keeping, that one as your Maven local repository. Clear about this local repository? So in your case, in your laptop, now if you go and see, you don't have. Why? Because still you didn't execute anytime this mvn package command. When you are executing very first time, that time it is going to create it. Okay. So if you want to go to directly M2 folder, open the Windows run prompt, the run prompt, and there in input box, just you can type that dot M2 and hit the enter. If it is there, it will open. Otherwise, you will get the error. Okay. Right now, you people don't have, I know. Now we were clear, right, about Maven local repository. Now we'll go to the Maven central repository. See, whatever the dependencies developer mentioned, once we execute mvn, okay, package command, Maven build a system. First, it will check these dependencies in your local repository. If it is not available, then it will go to the Maven central repository. So Maven central repository is the repository where it can maintain all the dependencies. So Maven central repository is maintaining by Maven community team. Okay, so Maven central repository comes into a play when if the dependencies are not available in the local repository. See here, the central repository is the repository provided by the Maven community. It contains a large repository of commonly used libraries. This repository comes into a play when Maven does not find libraries in the local repository. See, when you execute the mvn package command, first your Maven build system, it will check what are the dependencies you mentioned which are available in your local repository or not. If it is not available, then it will go to the Maven central repository and it will download into your local repository. So you should have that internet connectivity. Otherwise, it is not able to download it. Clear about the Maven central repository? So Maven local repository, each developer or each person have that in their laptop. But Maven central repository, only one, which is maintaining by your Maven community team. Okay. Third one is the remote repository. See, as a Mithun software solution guy, he developed some jar files, some dependencies which are going to use it by within your company. Okay, some jar files, suppose like mail.jar, right? ftp.jar, like this. Some jar files are developed by Mithun Software Solutions guys, and these two jar files are going to use by your company projects. Okay, so if you share these jar files with the Maven community team, they are going to upload here. But I don't want to expose to others. I want to use in my company projects only. That time, we are going to create a one remote repository within our company. And we are going to keep these shared libraries. We can call it shared libraries in the remote repository. And we can use these dependencies for our projects. Okay, so remote repository, enterprises means companies, usually maintain their own repositories for the libraries that are being used for the project. Okay, so when we are going to create the remote repositories, if you have your own libraries which are going to use for your projects, okay, others they should not use it. That time we are going to create a remote repository. So we'll discuss how to create a remote repository. So usually we are going to create a remote repository using some softwares. Anybody idea what is that software? The popular software which we are going to use it. Nexus. Nexus car showroom, not that one. Nexus is a one software. Nexus, or you can use that JFrog, Artifactory. Yes, Sonatype is a company name. Nexus is the tool name. Here also JFrag is a company name. Artifact is a tool name. It is very small company. I think 5 locations are there in the worldwide. Okay, but it is not that free. Even free is there, but very less features. Nexus is a popular one. Many people are using this Nexus. Using this one. So when we are discussing about Nexus, that time I am going to create a remote repository. I will keep some dependencies. So how to download these dependencies or these libraries from this remote repository I'm going to show you. Okay, clear now? Maven local repository, central repository, remote repository. See, Gangred is saying we are using the JFrag in my project. Yes. See, maybe your company having very good funding. That's why you are using. Okay. So some suppose Middle Software Solutions, very chota company. Now only it is growing. We are not able to purchase the license. Yes or no? So Gangireddy can contribute once you get the good job, na? Contribute some money to that Mithun Software Solutions. Okay, I will give the receipt and I will refund once I will get that this shares and okay. Thank you. Clear guys about this local repository, Maven Central repository, remote repository. Okay. Now we'll discuss about that architecture. See, as a developer, he mentioned n number of dependencies in the pom.xml. Once if you run Maven package command, first your Maven build system, it will check what are the dependencies you mentioned in pom.xml in your local repository. If it is not available, then it will go to the central repository. If it is not available here, it will go to the remote repository. So we'll see how to configure the central repository details in pom.xml in the Nexus. Clear guys? Anybody have any questions? See, whatever we discuss it today, it is the bonus for you guys. So to next class, whatever we are going to discuss, that is more important for the DevOps engineer. That are the commands, right? What commands? In the other institutes, just they are going to explain a MVN clean package, okay? MVN test, right? MVN deploy. So some commands, just if you know these commands, that is more enough. You don't want to be this hangama and that. But if you know all these things, when you are getting the errors, you can argue with your development team. If the development team will say, hey, this is from your side, no, Baya, this is from your side. See, clearly, it is giving this error. I know if you get this error, this is the problem with your side. Like that, you can educate that people. If you don't know, they are going to say that from your side and simply you are debugging. And yourself, you are wasting your time. Okay, clear? Guys, just if you follow me in your personal life also, you are going to lead other things also. You will really, you will become a very successful person if you follow me. Okay, if you can call me at any time, Not only for technical, even personal suggestions also. I'm in this trouble, what to do, Bhaiya? Definitely I'm going to. Thank you guys. So before coming to the next class, you should install this Java Maven. See, if you want to download the Java, see here, this is the URL, right? So if you click on this one, it will take you to that official Oracle Java download page. Okay. So if you want to download, so first you have to select which one you have to. Suppose I want to download for Windows 64. See this one. Once we click on this one, see they are going to ask that this acceptance license. Click on download. Once we click on this download, it will take you to that the Oracle website, the login. So you should create an account, login.oracle.com. Okay, so already I have created my account and I have saved. Once if I click on sign in, automatically it will download it. If you don't have account, you can create it. Then only it is going to allow you. See, in 2017 April, I think, 2018, I think 18 or some. Okay, they have changed this agreement. Earlier, without okay registering directly, once if you click on that one, it is going to download it. Okay, clear guys? Okay, so we have explained everything. Just go through those videos. If you like it, you can like this symbol. Okay, once if you open this one, you like it, and you can promote this my YouTube channel also. Okay, thank you. If you don't like, you can click on this thumbs up down symbol also. Okay, this very low audio is saying that. Okay, so because I have recorded this in the Windows machine. Okay, not sure what happened like this. No video. Okay, go to this guys and finish it before coming to the next class, Java and Maven. Okay, thank you. Happy weekend. Enjoy. Don't go outside. Okay.